I'm going to say this right now. This guy was an absolute nightmare to snipe. So if you guys could leave like rating on the video, that would be very much appreciated. He is currently extinct at 1.5 million coins. And like I was saying, an absolute nightmare to snipe. My thumbs are hurting already. If you need some coins to improve your ultimate team, the cheapest place to get them is at IG Vault, and there is a link in the description. And if you use the code Kieron at checkout, you'll get yourself an even bigger discount off your order. Alright, so welcome to this Future Stars Pedri player review. I wish I had enough coins to put Future Stars Torres up front, because that Ferran Torres, I reviewed him last week, or a few days ago actually, and he was unreal. One of the best strikers I've used all year long, and obviously him and Ferran have a hyperlink, so that would be an incredible set of players. Anyway, 5-star skills on this card, 4-star weak foot as well, high work rates, and he just looks like he's going to be a great card. He just looks awesome. Brilliant pace for a midfielder. Shooting, is it brilliant? No, it's good though. It's not bad. Passing though looks ridiculous with the 97 vision, 97 short and long passing as well. So in theory, his distribution should be ridiculous. It's just a bit of a shame then that he didn't get, you know, 5-star weak foot. That would just, you know, help him be that extra bit better. But I'm sure his 4-star weak foot will still be alright. Amazingly, the passing isn't actually the best segment on his card. It's the dribbling that is. 97 ratings for agility and balance, 96 is for composure and in-game dribbling, and very good ball control in reactions as well. Should make this guy absolutely ridiculous on the ball, especially with him being not that tall. And even his defensive stats are not too bad either. Very good stand tackle rating of 93. The physicals though, I think it's fair to say, are pretty average. Obviously does have good stamina, which will help with those high work rates, but the strength and aggression, as I say, pretty average. This guy better remain extinct while I'm doing this review, because I lost a ton of coins on the French centre-back. The most popular chem style option for this guy is Anchor, and this is one of them cards where it depends how you are planning on playing him, because obviously he has like ridiculous stats, and he could absolutely do a good job in pretty much any midfield role, whether it be cam, centre mid, or as a DM. Obviously, if you want to, you know, advance with him and maybe use him as a cam, Hawk would be brilliant for him. Basic, I have to say, is also a ridiculous option for him. He's 97 rated in-game with Basic, which is pretty crazy. I think in general the best chem style for him though might be Anchor. Obviously you get the pace boost and you make his physicals, you know, much more competitive for the game mode. But there really isn't, you know, a bad chem style choice for this guy, because yeah, it's just a ridiculously good card. You know what, for this video, we're actually just going to keep him on basic for the first game, and then I'll evaluate as we go on where I think he needs a boost. But we'll start with basic, and we'll make a change. You'll see what chem style I end up with at the end of the video. I won't lie, I'm also kind of excited to use Morales again, because it's a card that I've really enjoyed this year. I'm not excited, however, to come up against Ginola, because he is also ridiculous this year, but he's actually got quite a nice team. So let's see how we get on. An explosive start to this game as Pedri puts the ball through for Morales. He'll refine Pedri. He's going to link up well with the players around him before taking off a shot. It would have been just a ridiculous start had we found the back of the net with that shot. I probably panic shot a little bit there. I probably could have gone with another pass. There we go then. Pedri just in loads of space, and he's got time to pick out a man and almost forces an own goal. I should have gone for the low driven cross there instead of the pass. Time for Pedri to switch play. That was a very casual pass, but it was a good one. Nice, done well to skip past Vidal and stay on his feet. Nice from Pedri there, does well to turn his man. Puts forward interesting through ball, but just way too much on it. Donnarumma will collect. Alright, 3-3 at the break, pretty close game. We're going to change formation in the second half. He's going to go into a cam role, and let's see what he can do in a more offensive role where he doesn't have to worry too much about defending. Give Pedri the set piece. Going to be a ball onto the on-running Varane, who gets a good header, but Donnarumma saves. Here's a chance. Pedri, under pressure, does well to pull it back. Ah, the shot. Oh, Pedri, what happened there? He just whiffed at the ball. Full time in this one, it's 3-3. We go to ET. Twisker. Balls into Pedri on the volley. Oh, that would have been so sweet. Pedri straight into Ramos, who's now got some space to run into. Oh, that touch. Like, he's gone to, like, tactically wipe me out there, and it's really annoying that that's paid off for him. Nice control there. Now, if I could get the runner. I see that Mane run. Oh, I was aiming for Mane, but I've gone to KT instead. Love that. And that's game over. Oh, it's Pedri. I didn't even realise it was Pedri either. Nice finish. I'm just that used to seeing George Best coming off that wing and score for me, that when it was Pedri, I was like, wow. And I should have realised because George Best got subbed off. And that'll be full time. We get the win in extra time. 5-3 win and a pretty good debut from Pedri, to be fair. Next outing, nice team, using a bunch of cards that don't normally get used, to be fair to him. I know his backline's a bit meta, but some of the attack players you don't see too often. Nice pick up there, Pedri. Pass was a bit sloppy, but got to be in the right place at the right time to make those intercepts. That's a great run from Pedri. It's a great run from Pedri. Oh, I went for the early ball and I regretted it. I should have pulled back. What a goal. What a well-worked goal that was. Sorry for the lack of commentary there, but I was just focusing. It's a very, very tight game. That was a really, really nice worked goal. Oh, chance. Oh, and just like that, it's free. Okay, well, random bit of momentum has swung our way. And there is half-time. Nice 3-1 lead. We are taking into the break. I think since he's so small, we will give him the set piece because, like, he's not going to be too much of an aerial threat in the box, is he? Whereas I'm sure he can deliver a nice cross into the box, which we do find Edouard with, but sadly not enough to beat the keeper. Oh, still going with the ball. Still going. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. My opponent's defender's just decided. I think my opponent actually just decided I'm not going to make a tackle. Nice tackle. Oh, I was going to say nice tackle there, but apparently there was a bit of delay. And Pedri ended up clearing the ball. Chance to switch player. Plenty of open space to find Mane. We do exactly that. I see he plays free at the back stick. Can we find them? Yes, we can. Why did I go for it first time? I don't know. What a bottler I am. Pedri with a beautiful through ball to Edouard, and the keeper. I should not have shot that early. And there is full time. The game ends in a 4-3 scoreline, and what a game it was. But we got the win, and Pedri played a pretty nice role in that as well. G3 then, and okay, that's a good team. I'm guessing he's going to be doing the challenger objectives, judging by the team, but nonetheless, very, very good starting 11. I think I'm like the only player in this game who doesn't have Genoa in their squad. Nice. Well, I was going to say nice tackle, but unfortunately it bounces off us. Here we go, counter-attack FC. Pedri, left-footed ball in behind. Can Edouard get on it? Yes, he can. Ball comes into the box. This will be a great goal if we score off it. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So close. All right, 1-0 down at the break. We've created chances. I just need to be a bit more clinical, and we should get ourselves a good result in this game. We're going to make some changes for the second 45. Pedri's going to move forward into the cam role and hopefully do a brilliant job to bring us back into this game. Morales into Pedri. Can we have an instant impact in the second half? Oh, he's hit the bar. Kante. Ball's off. Chance Pedri. There's the equaliser. Get him in an advanced role and he can do some damage. That's exactly what's happened in this opening to the second half. Nice. Good ball into Mane. Making the off-the-ball run as well. It's a great chance. Fernandez. There we go. Brilliant play from Pedri. Leading by example. Just all over the place. Making great runs. And distributing really well too. To put us ahead. Nice. Pedri. Chance. Oh, he's on fire. He's on fire since moving to cam. Actually unstoppable right now. He's actually unstoppable right. Oh, no, he's been stopped. Here we go. One last chance in this game. As Best brings it down. Puts it on to Pedri, who's going to draw a foul. And that's going to be a penalty. Pedri, step up to take it. What's he going to do? Going to go down the middle and he's going to score to wrap this game up very, very nicely. And that'll be job done. Good performance in that game against a pretty solid opposition. So, those are the games done with this Pedri item. He leaves us with a record of 4 games, 6 goals and 1 assist, which, to be fair, is a pretty solid record, especially considering we had some rage quits, and, yeah, just a good record. Like, he was playing in a centre mid role, we have to remember. A lot of the goals did come when he was playing as cam, but it was only like 45 minutes each game he played that role. And straight away, this might come as a surprise, but I much prefer this guy as a cam than I do as a centre mid or as a DM, just because of his passing and dribbling. They're just so good, especially the passing. The distribution on this card is just top draw, and for those of you who are good at dribbling, like, you're going to love being on the ball with this card. And if I'm being honest, there isn't really too much downside to this item. The only thing I didn't like was, like, his physicals in-game minus the stamina just really didn't feel that great. He was a player who was pretty easily knocked off the ball, even with, obviously, the strength boost that we have given him. Now, saying that, he does have the ability to turn a man, which is great. So as long as you can dribble well, you'll have no problems with those physicals, but it is definitely worth mentioning that they can be a factor. But yeah, technically the card is very, very good when it comes to on-the-ball ability and distribution as well. Shooting in general is alright for a midfielder, nothing too crazy, but can he score goals inside the box? Absolutely. I actually think he was more of a threat inside the box than he was outside the box, which for a midfielder is, you know, pretty damn interesting. When it comes to pace, very, very happy. Felt very, very quick with and without the ball, which is awesome. And positionally, when going forward, he was class. You can see that in the footage, regularly getting into very good attacking areas when used as a cam. However, when I used him as a centre mid, due to his high work rates, he did feel a little bit all over the place for me, and that was a little bit annoying, I won't lie. But I was using the 4-4-2 formation, so in something like a 4-1-2-1-2, where he's playing in a wide centre mid role, that would obviously be much less of an issue. These things do have to be considered. So pace, big thumbs up. Shooting, yeah, it was good, like mini thumbs up. Passing, just massive 10 out of 10. Distribution is just so good, especially off that right foot. Dribbling, more the same, solid 9 out of 10 on that. When it comes to defending, he's alright. I didn't think he was anything too crazy, to be fair. He just didn't have like that presence when defending, if that makes sense. He didn't feel too strong in the challenge. Still made plenty of intercepts, which was great, but his tackling ability wasn't quite as good as I hoped for when I saw the tackling stats. I'm definitely not saying they're bad, by the way, but in comparison to obviously the stats we have in front of us, and I've already spoken about the physicals. So all in all, an absolutely brilliant card in general, and like I've said, for those of you who are good at distribution, those of you who are good at dribbling, you're going to enjoy this card a lot, because those are two areas where this card excels massively. That brings us on to the question of, is he worth it? Well, he's currently 1.5 million and extinct as well on pretty much every single console. Now, what do I think his price is going to end up being when he comes on the market? Now, because of this matter of him being extinct, I think we'll see a similar pattern to with Ferran Torres. When they up his price range, he probably will come on the market at around 1.5 million, just because of the amount of people that are going to list them. But after that, I'm unsure, to be honest, because this card is obviously fairly similar to Jude Bellingham, just in terms of like rating and the fact that people will want him for the league-specific teams. So I think he might settle around, you know, that 1.5 mark for now. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, in comparison to other players, let's have a look at La Liga midfield options. As far as like centre mid goes, like, you really can't go wrong. He is absolutely brilliant, but is he worth double the cost of a Luka Modric? I'd have to say no, he is not. And is he worth triple the cost of like a Frankie? I'd also have to say no. That's not to say that he isn't better in those cards, but like in terms of value for money, it just isn't there, especially versus that Modric card, which by the way is a fantastic item. If you haven't used it, definitely an item worth considering. Now let's have a look at Spanish midfielders. Is there anyone to discuss in this column which we haven't already highlighted? Well, these are cams, so the comparison really isn't there too much, with this guy being a centre mid. But yeah, in terms of Spanish centre mids, he is absolutely fantastic. So guys, those are my thoughts on the 93 rated Future Stars Pedri. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do drop a like rating on it. Any questions, please do pop them down below. Like I've said, the final verdict is, yeah, it's a terrific card when it comes to dribbling and passing, but is he worth 1.5 million? In my book, is really not. I feel like that price is way too much, but I understand right now, brand new card, a lot of hype around him, he's never going to be cheap. But yeah, he needs to come down a lot in my opinion to be good value for money. But that being said, it is a very good card, especially in the areas that I have highlighted, but just not as complete as some other midfielders that are available in the game, especially for a similar price tag. Like just for instance, I know obviously they don't really link together, so the comparison really isn't there. But Team of the Year KDB is like a similar price in a way. Fair enough, he's a little bit more expensive, but he's like a much better card than this Pedri. And this card's 1.5 mil, which is just a little bit mad for me. But as I say, maybe the hype has taken over. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's still a great card, but I just cannot warrant the price tag. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.